Oh, geweldig. Rabbi Yaakov?
Oh, Baruch Hashem, Shag, you're welcome.
Oh, Baruch Hashem. Okay, we're on. I can't see nobody. What's going on? Ellie. 1 second, Ellie.
Still getting ready.
Oh, here we go. Ah, Rabbi Yaakov, how are you? Ellie, what's doing?
Baruch Hashem.
Sibi, how are you?
Baruch Hashem, how you doing?
Gewaldig. Baruch Hashem.
Feeling better?
Definitely better than yesterday, that's for sure.
Why couldn't I join from my computer?
Yehuda, I didn't see you yesterday. I couldn't see anybody. Yehuda, good to see you.
How are you?
Gewaldig. Baruch Hashem.
How are you feeling?
Baruch, thank you. Baruch Hashem, definitely getting better. I hope Hashem tomorrow will be perfect. Hashem's help.
You don't have to rush it. You can wait till Thursday.
You said, but by Thursday, for sure. Right,
You don't have to rush it, but you have to rush it for Thursday.
Yeah, no, by then, in Hashem, today already was a major improvement. I was not making jokes, but everyone was making it, it's nothing, but Lamaisa, it just knocked me out for so many days. Rabbi Yaakov, good to see you. Rabbi Eli. Rafal Mesiras Nefesh. Good to see you. Okay, Rabbi Isai, I wanted to say one thing, that we're not going to have chavrusas yet till we get in person, and it's not geschmack like this, and we're doing this because this is how Torah goes. Torah doesn't. If we're going to always be dependent on the circumstances, then the Yetzer Hara will always have a way with us. But we have to just be determined to make it work. So in the meantime, we'll do the chazaras on our own, and when we get together, we'll have a real good chazara with our chavrusas. And okay, we almost have the whole oilam here ready. Oh, Mo, Givaldik.
Look at this belly.
You're not coming out anymore. Well, maybe it's because the car's picking you up, Mo.
I got news for you. I already have a plumbing issue over here. I called my neighbor. I said, like, dude, what's the deal? He's got to be right over. It comes over in his ATV. I'm like, oh my God. I got to get myself an ATV now to go to my neighbor's house to borrow some brown sugar.
Why you're that far? No peer pressure, Mo. No peer pressure.
No, it's a lot of peer pressure. I think I'm flipping my house. I'm done. Anyone want to buy this house?
I would leave to Ellie on Thursday afternoon.
With the snow coming,
With the snow coming, leave to Ellie ready Thursday afternoon. Make plans. Fine. Okay, Rabbi say let's hop around here. It's so geschmack. I can't tell them. I'm so happy to see everybody back on. It's a different world. I almost felt like locked in my house for just so many days. And this is the first. This is the only Pesach I have to the outside. Okay, Gavaldik. So we almost have everybody here.
You really quarantined?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I went out today for the first time. They dropped my nephew off in yeshiva. No, because I was till today, even this morning. I woke up feeling great, and then an hour after I woke up, I started coming out with chills and fever again. I was like, "What's going on?" But by tomorrow, today was already a Baruch Hashem, a much better day. Tomorrow, I hope to be out. Okay.
Quarantine's only 2 days, they say.
What?
Every day it's something else. How many days quarantine is?
Yeah, listen. One thing you get out of everything, and we have to at least get this much, is that it used to be you make cheshbonis, calculations. Each, what should I do here? What should I do here? Nothing here is in our control. Finally, I'm excited to get back. My daughter came down with some sort of virus, So now I have to figure out this is how it's going. You know, there's so many things going around, and Hashem is showing us there's nothing in our control. That's it. You got to roll with it, and daven that we should always try to do the right thing in all the situations. Okay, Yehuda, Chaim.
You want to know why Mo's
Yehuda.
late? You want to know why Mo's late? Because he's busy sending out pictures of some guy in an ATV in his backyard. That's why he's late.
Yehuda Taib.
What, Chaim,
Chaim, we still have to finish listening to your joke yesterday.
Chaim, we all know that you're late because I already explained what was going on at the beginning of the Zoom call. So the fact that you didn't know.
I am late. What was going on, Mo? Let's hear.
Oh, okay, Rabbi say let's jump right in.
Eat the oilam.
Yeah,
I'm
Yaakov
just finishing to
Altman.
eat.
Yaakov Altman, are you ready?
Oh, oops! I forgot it's recording.
Yeah, Ellie. That's what they all say.
1 second. 1 second. Yaakov can mute all, right?
Yeah.
You can mute the beautiful words of Rashagi, you're muted.
Shraggy, unmute yourself.
So let's hop right. It's so geschmack. I went today. I figured out how to do it. I could see everybody. It's so geschmack to see everybody. You know, it's the Yitzhahara knows that we have something so geschmack going on. Of Yaakov. Yitzhahara knows we have something so geschmack going on over here. That
Wait, I gotta go get candy.
Oh,
Wow, look at Seth Lovy's house.
Okay, what's that? What happened to the mute? Okay, here we go, Chevra. Rabbi Sai, let's just recap a little bit what we said yesterday. Yesterday, we spoke out in the Mishnah, very straightforward Mishnah, and the Gemara got into discussing why a stolen lulav is possible. And we came out that Lamaisa, a stolen lulav is possible for one reason, and that reason is because mitzvah haba ba'aveira. If you steal a lulav and now you have the ability to fulfill your mitzvah, that's called mitzvah haba ba'aveira. Yesterday it was either Rabbi Yaakov Alana or Rabbi Vrami that asked, so the first day is not going to be possible because of lechem, right? Rabbi say, look. Rabbi say, just look at the top Tosfos. This is the top Tosfos. Look at the top Tosfos on Laman Amud Aleph. Mishum dahavalei mitzvah haba ba'aveira. The Tanya come on this that we learned later on. Lochem. The word lochem means mishalachem. It has to be yours. Lo haitzi etz es hashol. It comes to exclude a borrowed of es hagazol. It says Tosfos. No, it's mishum shol. It's tzricha. You only need the pasuk for shol for borrowed of. The belav lochem without the pasuk of lochem. Nafkalon gazol. We would know that stolen isn't good. Mishum mitzvah haba ba'aveira. So Rabbi say, we don't need the pasuk of lechem to exclude a stolen lulav because it's a mitzvah baba beira and
This is the same thing as we had in the first parak with the stolen sukkah.
Yeah, that's coming up. It's coming up. It's going to be coming next week. Shmak. Rabbi say, I have to say one thing before we get right into
Jumping the gun.
What?
Jumping the gun as usual.
Rabbi say our shir is based on shot, but I want to say something which is a famous concept. Listen for 1 minute, and before we get right into the words, and if you chap it, you're gonna dance.
By the way, everyone, regards from Rabbi Newman. I met him in Evergreen, and he said we're so stark chabura. Wow, he had nachas.
He did. I think of the 122 chaburas, this is mamish up there by him. So Hashem should help. We have to try continue giving the Eibush nachas here. So Rabbi say, look at this, Rabbi say. It's very geschmack. Listen to what I'm going to tell you. I'm saying something which is raid, but you have to hear for 1 minute because it's a concept. Yehuda, you listening? Yehuda Taib. You listen to this? Mitzvah baba veira. Yesterday we spoke out something called a lulav from an ashera or a lulav from a ir hanidachas. Those lulavim are going to be burned. So I explained yesterday that it's not. Well, I explained yesterday that it's not good because it's going to be burned. So right now it's a 0. If it's going to be burned, it's a 0. The Tosfos is bothered. Why don't you say mitzvah baba veira? You're taking a lulav from a tree that's worshipped for avodah zarah. Why you have to say, we'll explain later that the reason why a tree of avodah zarah is not a good lulav is because that tree has to be burned. Something which is going to be burned right now is like nothing. It's nullified. It's a zero in front of us. It's going to be burned. Frank Taisus, why do you have to say that? It's a mitzvah above aveira. Ever chat the kasha?
No, I don't have the kasha.
You need lochem. You need for the first day,
Do you have Shmuel
and for the
that we
rest of
stuck the
Yom Tov, you
Gemara
need hamitzvah above avera. Simple.
No. We spoke out the mitzvah above aveira is the whole Yom Tov. That's what we started. The first thing you said. The whole Yom Tov mitzvah above aveira. You don't even lochem. Lochem is only for borrowed. A borrowed lulav.
Not even for the first day.
Not even for the first day. Mitzvah above aveira covers you the whole thing. But I'm asking. I want to ask you a question. Why is a lulav from a tree of avodah zarah not good? Yehuda Liebevik, why?
Because the
Because it's
tree
burnt.
it's the tree is burnt. It's good. It's
Gewaldig, it's going to be burned. But I'm asking you why you have to say that. Just say mitzvah above aveira.
Oh, because the tree itself is not. Meaning
So
you
if I
didn't use
say,
it for Avera.
listen for 1 minute, then we're jumping right into the Gemara. The answer is mitzvah above aveira is only a problem if you need to do the aveira so you can do the mitzvah. You need to, if you don't have a lulav, wait a second, you need to steal a lulav because you don't have one. So if you steal it, now you can do a mitzvah. So if you steal the lulav, you did it aveira, now you can do the mitzvah of lulav. So that's a problem. But do you have to worship the tree of avodah zarah in order to shake lulav? There's no shaykhis. It happens to be you did avodah zarah on that tree, but you don't need that in order to get your lulav. So you want to take the lulav off the tree, you have to do avodah zarah to the tree. No shaykhis. It happens to be this tree was worshipped for avodah zarah, but it's not it doesn't help you do your mitzvah. The Olam hears. Mitzvah above Avera is if doing the Avera gives you the ability to do the mitzvah. To steal a lulav gives you ability to shake a lulav. To worship a lulav, that doesn't help you. That doesn't help you do the mitzvah.
So
Okay.
it has the Avera has to do specifically with how you do the mitzvah, meaning it's not that you stam did an Avera with it. It's specifically with how you do it.
The Avera enables you to do the mitzvah. Because you did the Avera, now you have the ability to do the mitzvah. Because you stole a lulav, now you have the ability to shake lulav. But if you worship a lulav, now you have the ability to shake it. There's no connection. That's not mitzvah above Avera. Only where the Avera gives you the ability to do the mitzvah. Okay, that's a
what
wayside.
Avera are you doing? What Avera are you doing?
The Avera you're doing is either stealing or stealing. You stole the lulav, and now you're doing the mitzvah with the stolen things. So stealing enabled you to do the mitzvah.
When you use the hashira lulav or the irani dachas lulav, what Avera is that?
You're right, but no, but 1 second. You're right, but maybe the question is, maybe there is an Avera here because it was this lulav, you're holding a lulav that had an Avera. So how can you use something that was used for an Avera, now use it for mitzvah? The answer is the answer is that's not an issue. As long as the Avera is not enabling you. If the Avera is what's helping you do the mitzvah, that's a problem. Says the Gemara, I just had to speak it out.
If he uses a lulav agazel that he himself didn't steal, but it is a stolen, so then he didn't do the Avera in order to be able to be the same thing. It's something that has an Avera on it, like a Shem Avera on something, but he didn't actually do it in order to enable him to do the.
That's Gevaldik. Reb Eli's asking Gevaldik. If it was stolen in order to Gevaldik. Reb Eli, I want to hold your question till either today or later today or tomorrow because it's coming up.
How did he get it?
That's exactly Eli. How do you get it? Is the big shayla that the Chaim's asking, and that's going to come up in Gemara later today or tomorrow. So let's Rabbi say we just.
Rabbi, a goyim and a gaza. Is that like?
Everybody, Rabbi Sai, we're getting too deep there. Yehuda, that's huge. Rabbi Sai, I want to just stop short because we get into Ian. We're going to push it be Adalois Shachar. So you have to, Rabbi Sai, we needed something to spice up the atmosphere here, our quarantine. So Rabbi Sai says the Gemara over here, V'Amar Rab Yochanan, we are now about 10 lines down. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines down. V'Amar Rab Yochanan, Amar Rab Yochanan, Mishum B'Shimon Ben Yochai. Rabbi Sai, Shema Gemara. What does the pasuk mean? Let's quote the pasuk. Ki ani Hashem, because I am Hashem. Oyev mishpat. This is all the pasuk. I love judgment. Soinei gezel. I hate theft. Be'oila. End of quote. By the carbon oila. By a carbon oila. Rabbi says, so the question the Gemara wants to know is that why does Hashem have to say, I hate theft by a carbon oila? Why didn't Hashem say, I hate theft by anything? If Reuven steals from Shimon, I hate theft. Why is it that specifically by the oila, it says, Hashem says, I hate theft? Says the Gemara here, the Shmak here, that's a question mark now. So why does Hashem single out theft? And he hates theft by a carbon oila. Mashal Melech, it's a mashal to a king, bas a melech, bas of Adam, a king of flesh and blood. Shahaya Oiver, that he was passing al beis hameches through the it's called a toll booth. Al beis hameches, meches always means taxes. Al beis hameches, he was passing through the toll booth. Omar la'avadav, he said to his servants that were traveling with him, Tenu meches, give the toll, l'moichsim, to the toll collector. Period. He told them, give him, pay the toll. Amrulai, his servant said to him, V'haloi, kol meches kuloi shalcha. Isn't all the taxes going to you? Isn't all the tolls going to you? Why are you paying the toll? Where's the money going? It goes to the king's treasury. All the mechas belongs to you. So why would you bother paying it? I apologize. Kulei shalcha, who? Question mark. Amar lehem, the king told them, Mimeni, from my behavior, Yilmedu, they will learn, Kol Oivrei Drachim, all the travelers will learn. V'lo yavrichu atzman, and they won't try to evade. Yavrichu means to run away. Yavrichu atzman, to evade, to run away from min hameches, from the tax, from the tolls. The king said, I want to show the right behavior, even though I don't have to pay it. So Af HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so too by Hashem. Omar, Af HaKadosh Baruch Hu Omar. Hashem also says the same. Ani Hashem, I'm Hashem. Seinei gezel ba'oila. I hate theft. Seinei gezel ba'oila. I hate theft by the carbon. Now, even though the carbon is for him, this carbon that Marshal speaks out, oila goes all to Hashem. It's all his anyhow. Who cares who brings it? It's all going to him. Mimeni, from me, yilmadu banai, my children will learn. V'yavrichu atzman min hagazel, and they will learn, and they will learn to stay away from stealing. So the Hashem was saying, that I hate stealing by a carbon oila. Carbon oila is coming to me. Anyhow, it was coming to me. Who cares who brings it? It's coming to me anyhow. It's a carbon oila. It's all going to Hashem. No one's getting anything. But don't steal it from somebody else, because I want to show that even if it's mine, I don't like it. I don't like the stealing, and everyone will realize not to steal from each other. Okay. Itmar nami. That was a Shmak Marshal. Itmar nami. Let's move on a little bit. Itmar nami. We learned also. Amar Rabbi Ami. Rabbi Ami says, Yavesh Pasal. Yavesh is Pasal Mepnei She'enei Hadar. Yesterday we discussed Hadar. Yesterday we said that all the Dalet Minim are compared to Esrig, and by Esrig it says the word Hadar, pre-Eitz Hadar. So Amar Rabbi Ami Yavish Pasal Mepnei She'enei Hadar. A dry lulav is
What does
possible
it mean?
because
Itmanami. Rita also what?
we learned
We
this.
also learned in the Mishnah.
Itmanami that like we learned earlier, like we brought earlier, as we explained earlier, that Yavish is possible Mepnei She'enei Hadar. And Gozel is possible mishum dahavale mitzvah ba'aveira. This is supporting what we said earlier, that something which is stolen is possible because it's a mitzvah haba ba'aveira. Okay. Upliga the Rabbi Yitzchak, and this is arguing on Rabbi Yitzchak. Why? Again, right? So mitzvah ba'aveira is something stolen. A stolen lulav is a mitzvah ba'aveira. And that would be possible also sukkahs. Rabbi Yitzchak. Let's see. Rabbi Yitzchak Bar Nachmani, Amar Shmuel. Rabbi Yitzchak said in the name of Bar Nachmani, said in the name of Shmuel, Lo Shanu. It wasn't said that Gozel is possible. Lo Shanu. It wasn't taught that Gozel is possible. It's important to have that. Lo Shanu. It wasn't taught that Gozel is possible. Right?
Is it possible to translate that differently? By saying, meaning Loi Shanu Ella, meaning we only learn that's BM to Rishon. Is that maybe, I don't know. That's always how I understood it.
You see, he's going on that Loi Shanu is that the Mishnah said that it was puzzle, Gozel's puzzle. So our Gemara, the Gemara until now said that was that when the Mishnah said Gozel's puzzle, that was the whole Yom Tov because mitzvah b'aveira. So he's saying that Lo Shanu Odom, and the Mishnah has taught us that Gozel's puzzle, that was only on the first day.
Right, so Loi Shanu Ella, meaning we only learn that it's puzzle, that's BM to Rishon.
You're right.
In
Yeah, we only said that's Gavaldik. Rameh, you're right. That's more concise and you could say it, Gavaldik. Yes. Loi Shanu Ella, we only said that it's possible B'Yom Tov Rishon. You're right, B'Yom Tov Rishon. On the first day of Yom Tov, right? Because, and I wrote a footnote, because it says lachem, right? Because it says lachem. The first day it says, the pasuk I wrote on the side, it says v'lakachtem lachem b'yom harishon. You got to take for yourself. Avo b'yom tov sheni, but on Yom Tov Sheni, mitoich sheyotze b'shol, since you can fulfill, you can be yotze, you can fulfill your obligation, you can be yotze with a borrowed lulav, right? Mitoich sheyotze b'shol, since you can be yotze with a borrowed lulav, right? Yotzenami begazel, you can also be yotze with a stolen lulav.
How can you compare a stolen lulav to a yom?
A borrow, because you look, because if you're learning from lachem means it has to be yours. So lachem means it has to be yours.
Yeah, but the lachem we said that we exclude borrowed.
But that's only the first day.
But Yom Tov Sheni.
Yeah, Abo. That's what we say. Yom Tov Sheni. What's the lashon over here?
How does mitzvah b'aver not apply anymore now?
Oh, he doesn't hold of that over here. That's exactly what we're saying over here. He's arguing in that. He holds it. He's arguing on mitzvah
b'aver. Yitzchak doesn't hold the chlal of mitzvah b'aver.
Right, Abo. But exactly Yom Tov Sheni. That's what we're saying. Our Gemara is saying he's arguing. Abo mitich, right? Abo mitich Abo Yom Tov Sheni. If you can be yotze with shol, yotze nami begazel, because he doesn't hold a mitzvah b'aveira. Now, Yehuda Leibovik, look on the bottom line of Tosfos, and you got it on the line. This is what I say, Yehuda Yemachavin. The bottom Tosfos says, yotze b'shol, yotze begazel. You're wondering, what about mitzvah b'aveira? Says Tosfos, hocha dafka, on the second day only, mean the rest of Yom Tov. Only by this mitzvah, only by lulav, shehumi derabanan, because the rest of the days are midarabanan. Loy chayish mitzvah b'aveira. He's not concerned for mitzvah b'aveira. But in other contexts, other mitzvahs, which are the raisas you can't do mitzvah b'aveira? Let's say stealing a shayfer, you won't be able to do mitzvah b'aveira. Yehuda, you got that, Yehuda?
You got it. So basically, the mitzvah b'aver is only for the Raisa, according to him.
Right, exactly. The second day of Sukkot, we spoke of yesterday, is only the Rabbanan. Is only the Rabbanan Zeichel Lemikdash. Only if you go to the Kaisel, because it says a lashon of Smachtem Lefnei Hashem. So Lefnei Hashem means by the Makom HaMikdash. So if you go, that's why if you go to the Kaisel, Rabbi Yashem Zeichet Tzadik Lebracha, I think he used to go to the Kaisel either every day of Sukkot to shake lulav because he held that was a deraisa. Only by the Makom HaMikdash is deraisa because it says I think B'Samachtem Lefnei Hashem, but we don't do it.
That's why a lot of people only make a bracha in the old city.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You want to be exactly. So there's a lot of discussion on that. Exactly. So let's hop right over here. Let's try to get to the bottom here. Moshe Rab Nachman bar Yitzchak. Rab Nachman bar Yitzchak asked a question, right, on Rab Yitzchak bar Nachmani. Let's see. Rabbi Yitzchak bar Nachmani said the stolen lulav is only a problem on the first day. After that, it's okay. As we pointed out, the bottom Taisvis, he's not worried about mitzvah b'aveira because it's the Rabbanon. Maser Rab Nachman Yitzchak is asking a question on Rabbi Yitzchak bar Nachmani. It says over here, Brisa lulav hagozol v'hayavesh pasol. A lulav that is stolen or dry is pasol. That's all. That's the end of the Brisa. Make a dash hashal, but let's be medayik. A baru lulav kosher. That is kosher. The Gemara asks, when is this? Amos. When would you have this? When would this come up that a stolen lulav is a problem, but a bar lulav is okay? Ilema b'yom tov rishon. If you want to say in Yom Tov Rishon, a stolen lulav is a problem, but a bar lulav is okay. Haksiv lachem. It says lachem, misha lachem. It has to be yours. So question mark. I'm sorry. No. Sorry. V'hai lavdi dehu. And this is not yours. Anything borrowed is not yours. The Brisa says a stolen lulav is a problem and a borrowed lulav is okay. When was that Brisa said? On the first day? How could it be on the first day? How could it be the first day? The first day it says lachem. It has to be yours. V'hai, and this borrowed lulav. V'hai, you should write that in. V'hai, and the borrowed lulav lavdi dehu. That's not yours, so that it can't be that that's the day we're talking about. Right? Question mark. Elalav or Elalav, it must be talking about B'Yom Tov Sheni. It must be talking about on the second day. Vikatani, and we learned on the second day, Guzzle Puzzle. Guzzle is puzzle. So you can write on the side.
Mashma that the bar is good.
Yeah. So on the second day, Vikatani Guzzle is puzzle. Let's write on the side. It must be because of mitzvah b'aveira, and it must be because of mitzvah b'aveira. And this is a question on Rabbi Yitzchak who said that puzzle is only a problem. Guzzle is only a problem the first day. So let me say that again. Vikatani Guzzle puzzle. So Elalav, rather must be talking Yom Tov Risheni on Yom Tov Sheni. Vikatani, and we said on Yom Tov Sheni Guzzle puzzle. So you can write it simple. Question on Rabbi Yitzchak who said Guzzle is kosher on Yom Tov Sheni. That's a simple way to write it. Vikatani Guzzle puzzle. So what's the question? Question mark. Question on Rabbi Yitzchak who says Guzzle is only puzzle on the first day. That's clear?
Meaning no shaykhs to borrowed. Right now the question is just on the stolen, meaning
because it just shows that we use borrowed. We needed borrowed and guzzle. We needed to have both halachas applying, and you can see that borrowed is good, stolen is not good. That can't be the first day because borrowed will not be good the first day. It says lachem. It must be the second day. Oh, the second day guzzle's puzzle. That's not like Rabbi Yitzchak. Rabbi Yitzchak said the guzzle is kosher. Good. Says the Gemara. Amar Rava. Rava says, La'olam. Really, Yom Tov Rishon. It's talking about the Yom Tov Rishon.
What's
So
talking
now
about Yom Tov Rishon?
This brisa that said that borrowed is
Yes,
good is
relevant
talking about
guzzle.
Yom Tov Rishon. I said, I was wondering. So how come Shol is okay? No, you have it wrong. V'loy mi boya ka'amar. The word v'loy mi boya you have to put in quotes because it's a word. What's the word for it now?
Expression.
Praise.
Yeah, it's like an expression here. V'loy mi boya ka'amar. The word loy mi boya means it's not necessary. We're employing something that doesn't have to be spoken out. We're not going to bother mentioning it. V'loy mi boya. It's not necessary to ka'amar. It wasn't necessary. Ka'amar. That's what we're saying here. And now we'll explain. Make a dash. Loy mi boya shol. We don't need to say that borrowed is possible. Loy mi boya shol. We don't need to say borrowed is possible. Right? That's the question. The question was, why was Shol kosher? We're saying, no, Shol was possible. He said, Gazel possible. No, loy mi boya. You don't have to say Shol is possible. The lavdidehu, because it's not his. Abu Gazel, but a stolen lulav, Ema. We should say, Stam Gezela, maybe every Gezela, Yish Bailamhu. We could assume the owner was miyayish. Uchedididei dami. And it's like his own. Meaning it's like the ganebs. Meaning a bar lulav, there's no way that we would say it's okay. How can you have a bar lulav? It's not yours. But maybe a stone lulav has to be said. Why? Why do you have to speak a stone lulav? Because you have to speak a stone lulav because maybe there's something you can assume that whenever you have an item, the owner you can assume is miyayish already.
You can't consider a borrowed lulav matana.
That's how people do give it out. They give it's called matana manas lahachzer. It's all yours, but you have to pay back. You can't stam. You can't go to your friend. Can I borrow your lulav? He has to give you a matana. So let's just finish up the Gemara. Uchedidei dami. And maybe the stolen one is like yours, and it's okay. Kamash Malon, the Brisa teaches us what is that? They wrote it on the side. It said if the Kamash Malon, since we didn't hear him be miyayish, the lulav is not his. There you go. Your voice works even if he was miyayish. No, but the Kamash Malon is. The Kamash Malon is that we can't assume that a person was miyayish. We can't. The Kamash Malon is we don't assume a person was miyayish. So again, let's just chazer so it's clear. Rabbi Yitzchak said that a gazel is possible only the first day because of lechem. The Gemara asked a question on him, and the Gemara brought a brayso that said gazel is possible and only gazel and yabesh is possible. We made a diak that shol is okay. When is that talking about? If it's the first day, it can't be. Shol is never okay on the first day. It must be the second day. Oh, you see from here that the second day, Gazel is possible, not like Rabbi Yitzchak. The Gemara answers, no, Rabbi Yitzchak would tell you what? That really it's the first day. So why didn't I speak about Shol? Shol is not good. Because Shol wasn't even necessary. About this Shol is not good. I had to speak about Gazel because Gazel you would think is okay. And therefore, I have to speak about it to tell you that even Gazel is not okay. That a Gazel is not okay. The boy say, I can't think the oilam. I can't tell you I'm excited I am. I say the highlight of my day isn't saying much because I haven't done anything today. But it's so geschmack to have everybody. I haven't been out of my house, but it's so geschmack to Baruch Hashem, just have everybody here. And tomorrow is to be determined what we'll do. But Mitch Hashem,
getting your announcements before you get cut off.
Oh, I'm checking. I'm checking.
Maybe we should keep tomorrow Zoom, so it's everybody's excited to see each other in person on Thursday.
You're saying good.
Get all your COVID tests.
If we do Zoom
Doesn't
tomorrow, I
look
could
like
be
I'm gonna
here.
be ready to head out tomorrow yet.
Could Yehuda Tib get us a fake negative COVID test?
The drug dealer.
A lot of people can do.
If you want, I could do the test for everybody. I got in the back of the van all the tests. So let me know if anybody needs any tests. We'll come to your house. We'll swab, do the ganze nose thing, and yalla. Shalom al Yisrael.
It's still recording, by the way. It's still recording.
So tomorrow we're on Zoom?
So I'm unsure yet. We got to get back together. I hope so. I hope tomorrow we could go back.
We'll have a
And,
Zoom link for whoever doesn't want to join it. No.
No, but we need to push it, get back together. But I say everybody that came on tonight, there's a couple of the chevra that are on tonight that are still under the weather, that are pushing, and I say this is it. This is the only reason why we're celebrating on Thursday, because we get together regardless of whatever's happening, and that's why we the stamp come together is no reason to celebrate, but because of everyone's commitment, that's what we're celebrating. So I'm looking forward. Everybody said we'll continue tomorrow. Tonight, try to do 2 chazaros between today and tomorrow. 2 chazaros on your own. We'll Mitch Hashem get back to chavrusas as soon as we get in person in Mitch Hashem. Voice everybody. Anything else, Rameir? Shkoyach, Rameir, Eli.
Yeah, can we get one more volunteer? Me, Yehuda, and Yaakov Ganuth tonight. We're gonna be bringing just tables from Ellie's in-laws to Ellie's house. It shouldn't take long. The more guys we have, we
time
need
are
one
you
more
doing
guy.
it? What time?
I would do it in 5 minutes. If we could meet at 8 Gladwin Court in 10 minutes, is that crazy?
What address?
8 Gladwin Court. GLADWYNE. 8
Mayor, I'm gonna
Gladwin.
be there. Mayor, I'm gonna be there in 15 minutes. Bezat Hashem.
Perfect. So if we get one more guy, at least one more guy to help us.
Gladwin
Yaakov.
Court.
Gladwin, one word. GLADYWYNE.
Okay.
Who is that? I didn't see.
And yeah.
Okay,
Fine.
Shkaya. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.